Hello everyone and welcome back to another Poppy Builds video. Yay! Once again we are in Evergreen Harbor, the beautiful in quotations because it's technically a very polluted world, in The Sims 4. As I have said, I have been on a huge eco lifestyle kick. It genuinely is one of my favorite packs along with the Jungle Adventure one. I mentioned that I think many times in my videos, but I have been really getting back into The Sims because my laptop had been sent away for like a week and a bit twice, so I've been limited in playing Sims. And so when I got it back, I was like, I just really feel like building so many things in Evergreen Harbor and doing loads of remodels. That's where my mood has been going. So as I have said, you'll be getting quite a few videos around this world, as in maybe 4 or 5 total consecutively, is because that's where I've been building, and because I have not had a lot of time to build up a backup of all of my videos, again because my laptop had been sent away twice. It's currently, I hope, all fixed, but that's why I missed one video, so I doubt anyone could tell I missed one video, but that's why it's not there. So that's what happened, but I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be designing again because I've just been craving it. I also really do want to get the Dream Interior Designer pack, but again, I'll have to wait for it to go on sale because I like building more than I like playing, so I'm only going to use 50% of the pack. I'm going to have to justify it at 50% off. Hee. I also want the Courtyard pack very badly, but again, refuse to pay $5 for such little content, because I know you can find custom content that's free and just as good, but again, I just had to send my laptop away for 2 weeks. Well, not 2 consecutive weeks, thankfully, but I'm so afraid that if I download something, it's just gonna go off the rails again. So I've been very hesitant to download custom content, even though some of it looks just so gorgeous. And those are my thoughts. So in this video today, I am going to be remodeling the shipping container. I literally think that is the plot name, the shipping container. It's actually not me making it up in my head. It is called the shipping container, I think. Yes, it is. So this is the shipping container remodel. This is in the most polluted world or section, I think, of eco lifestyle, or sorry, Evergreen Harbor, which I think is quite ironic because the sim I'm building this around, you can see her just popping around. She's got a nice redhead bob cut, and I think it actually looks really good. I always commend anyone that can rock a bob because they take so much effort to maintain. Anyone with short hair actually has to maintain it a lot. I see all of these videos, people with short hair using product, and I'm here with my long hair, well, longish hair, going, I guess I'll brush it today, hope it looks good enough, and then it looks fine. And then there are the people with short hair or bobs that are just confidently using product and styling it so well that it just always looks good, and I'm over there in the corner just commending them, and I am so impressed, and is why I may go for a bob one day, but not today. Anyway, she's got a redhead bob, and she's a gardener, and she intentionally moved into this space to help depollute the world and really work towards it being a lot more greener. That is her goal. So even though the space is very not green, she intentionally moved in to help make it greener. So the design concept behind this remodel is I really wanted to play with yellow, orange, and reddish vibes. I wanted it to look like a sunset a little bit. So the whole entire exterior and interior has just this comfortable gradient, because all yellow, orange, and red, when you do correct color combos, can match. And in my opinion, I might be just saying BS, but that's what I think. If you do it like a sunset, those are common colors, so that's what I was trying to do. And because the exterior of the shipping containers, like the yellow, orange, and the red one, actually what's the word? Work together very well. They are very symbiotic. So that's why I went with the design, because I wanted to keep the shipping container, but the yellow, the one red was just so vibrant, so I went with a bit of a darker one. I think it might be brown, but in my opinion it looks red enough, so that's the color I stuck with. So I hope you do like that. I think it looks very cozy, and again, like, it's very hazy in this spot, so it actually really suits the color schematics of smog, so that's wonderful in of itself. We love the smog, but that's the design concept behind this remodel. And then it has a few green aspects to it plant-wise, because the sim I'm building for is very plant friendly, and she's also very environmentally conscious. So at the end you will see a lot of the like really big solar panels, wind turbines, and like all of those big item things at the end, which to be fair, they don't always make a build look great because they're just so large, but I do think they suited the industrial concept of this build and color scheme, so I really hope you like it. I also wanted to focus on using a lot of eco lifestyle pack objects. I did use, I think, pack objects from everything that I own, so the exterior and interior, I think there is a bit of Moschino influence, and maybe the get together pack with the fences. But overall, it's mainly eco lifestyle pack build and buy items. I just love the windows that stick out. You're going to see I'm going to heavily over focus on the windowsill spot to put in a lot of tidbits and objects, just because I really wanted it to feel very cozy in this space and well lived. I wanted it to, like, the sim, again, she just has a lot of things and she likes her things, so she put them all on the windowsill and I really like it. So this here is my concept. I wanted the solar panels on the top of the roof. Because of where it is, like, I got a notification that like the garbage or the rubbish doesn't have an endless bin, and that like you needed a trash compactor thing, so I added that. That's going to be a staple in the build, but I have never gotten that notification when I've moved into a place before, and I have played in this a lot, so I'm not really certain why I got that notification, but I add it eventually, so do not worry. If you download this build, you have the ability to recycle your trash / rubbish, so curtsies, you're welcome. And then for some reason the lighting was very off. I think it glitched for some reason, but when I deleted the lights and then put them in again, they brightened up. So we're going to be in the dark for a little bit because I just genuinely did not notice this was dark until I'm recording this right now. In retrospect, it is very dim and dark, but I did not notice this. So the kitchen, I wanted it to be very brown. I really wanted it to contrast the rest of the space. So this is the only space in the whole entire build that has these really like black, dark brown vibes. So it's very like contrasting to the rest of the space. Also put it on a platform, which I really liked. My first successful kitchen platform, no big deal. And see, I literally add one lamp and it gets a lot brighter. I don't know why, but that is that. So do not worry. But I really like the kitchen layout. It is so spacious. This would be a beautiful kitchen to own in real life. With the windows, the cabinets, oh, it's just so beautiful. It would be so beautiful. I would love to own a kitchen with this configuration. But that's not the point. Anyway, this is the kitchen design. It does take up a lot of this initial space. This whole like shipping container could have easily been like a 3-4 bedroom house. I just made it 1 bedroom, and I think it works well. You could easily convert what is going to be the study later into a 2nd bedroom if you wanted to download this build and play with it, but have another bedroom. So that is definitely an option to think about. Or you can destroy my beautiful kitchen and put a 3rd bedroom in there. You know, so many options, but I really love this kitchen. I think it's beautiful. And as you can see, I'm adding all of the wonderful stuff into the windowsills. Yay. We love this. So as you can see, I just re-added the light, made it not black. So like it went from a blacked out room to a light room. So obviously the lights were glitching for some reason. And here initially I was going to have an additional dining room space, which in retrospect I'm glad I didn't add, because she did have 6 chairs and your Sims already struggle with like sitting and eating. So I'm kind of glad I didn't add this dining room, because as you can see as I'm playing testing it, the space wasn't functional. You couldn't walk through, you had to go through one door or another. So what I decided to do instead was put in a very skinny living room. So this is actually going to be the main living room space. Upon reflection, I did not add a TV to this build. So that is definitely something different. But if you did want to add a TV to this build, it would be, you could just easily pop it on this coffee table. I just completely forgot about adding a TV. And I also wanted to add this bend away table. So that's maybe an extra table that she has. So when she decides to have more than 6 Sims over, they can eat outside and use that table. So that's there's like a pretend functional thing like that you'd have in real life. And I really do like it there. And I played with the color of it frequently. I eventually went to a much more muted color because I really loved this rug. I thought it really accentuated the build. The colors worked well together, and it really tied in this yellow, orange, red vibe I was going for. So I decided to go with a more muted table to have this much more vibrant rug, which I really think sets off the space and plays really well with the kitchen. The color concept, I think it looks beautiful. But that's definitely where you could put in a TV. And then afterwards, I got so tired of the table, I got rid of it. And I'm kind of glad I did too in retrospect, just because like the dining table, adding the jukebox made the space a little bit more functional and you could do some dancing and skill building there. But also it made it a space that was very host friendly. So I wanted that fold down table, but alas, I got rid of it because the colors didn't just didn't work in my mind. And I wish there was like a different jukebox color, but I think it actually suits it a little well because it's not like the perfect color, but it kind of matches the outside of the couch. So it flows a little bit and it matches a little bit the front door. So all of it works really well. And then I did a completely different color scheme in this little entryway just to show division in space. And I think this is a great, this is a beautiful space. And maybe adding a little chair, like a couch chair would have been nice, but nah. In real life, yes. In The Sims, too complicated. But this is the first shipping container, and it's definitely the host party section of the shipping container. And this is going to be the bathroom. Initially for this bathroom, I just wanted it to be like the guest bathroom, but how this space is designed, how I designed it with the ladder and stairs, this would actually be the main bathroom if it was raining, because the only way to get to the other bathroom is down an outdoor ladder or to go outside. So I decided that the space needed a shower just in case it was raining. Like, again, pretending it's real life. That's what I was thinking. Now up here, this was the most difficult space to design. I'm not super satisfied with the space. If you could have thought like a better concept, please let me know in the comments, so like for the future I can think of different ways to design real skinny spaces like this, because there's just so many doors and I didn't want to block off any of the doors, so I added this little extra chair space, which again, real life would be wonderful. And I say this all the time, if I could own any chairs with the patterns on this one of this couch from Moschino, especially the brown one, I would. It would be so beautiful. Now here's just like a miscellaneous space. It's not my favorite space. It's definitely more of a transitional space because I didn't want it to not be functional and not be able to move through it. So I added the orange and reddish rug again to tie in all the colors, but also allow your sim to move through the space. So again, please let me know in the comments below, if you watch this video, what this space could have been done differently. But I think I worked with what I had, and it is a nice space overall, but not like as functional as I normally do with spaces. And then this here is the bedroom. Very simple. I went with yellow and really brown vibes in this space, just to make sure it was very warm and welcoming, but not too overwhelming. And I like it. I really love this remodel. It, I think, suits the shipping containers, and it was so fun building with shipping containers. I definitely think I will be doing a shipping container build soon. They are, again, really fun. And like I said in one of my previous videos, I watched tons of tiny home YouTube builds and stuff, and they do them in shipping containers, and they are just phenomenal. The way they design them based around the space, oh, makes me want to be an architect. I'm just so impressed with them, or like a tiny house builder. I'm just so amazed. They're just so cool. And so every time I build with a shipping container in The Sims, I'm like, should I change my profession and start building tiny homes? And then I go to myself, probably not. But I like to pretend, so that's why I do it in The Sims instead. But I would not mind working for a company maybe one day. They're just so cool, and I'm always impressed by anyone that does them, or anyone that opens a business in general, but so cool. I will also add a remodel I did discussing the shipping building containers here, so do not worry. If you're interested in watching it, you can find it in the top right. It's the Canal Corner remodel. It's another remodel for eco lifestyle, because I told you this has been my mood recently. But I remodeled it into a modern day shipping container for archaeologists, and I think it looks so cool. This here is when I realized that the platforms mess up the height of the cabinets. So when we do the walkthrough, we'll see how that like messes it around a little bit. But they just jumped really high and went through the roof. So when I got up to this space to decorate, I was like, what are these brown little bits poking up in the grass? Like, is this a glitch? And the answer, yes, it was a human error glitch. So I moved them down. Now there's the trash compactor that I add. Hello. Or home recycler, I don't know what it's called. I just keep on thinking it's a trash compactor, which it's not, but that's what I keep on thinking it is. I also, upon reflection, I wish I had switched out these water collectors for the more fancy one, because there's one that they created, and it's like, it looks similar to the home recycler, not trash compactor, that I think would have suited the space nicer. But because I did make the umbrella bits yellow, I was okay keeping them. I thought it matched the shipping container, it matched the wind turbines, so I kept them. I was content. I also think I made that one yellow. So all of the like eco lifestyle stuff is predominantly yellow. Not the solar panels, but I liked it. I also love how this bathroom turned out. It's very simple, but adding this interior siding, this color, it's so warm, like it would actually be a beautiful color to have in a bathroom. And I just like how this space looked. It looked very functional, the bath space, and like a real person lived there instead of the tiny squishy ones I tend to do. So this was a little bit of a different vibe than I'm used to. I normally make the bathroom spaces as small as possible, and I think this one turned out really beautiful. It'd be a very cozy place to take a bath. So this here is the room I said you could easily make into a spare room or a second bedroom. You could also get rid of the ladder, so they just didn't have a hole in their ceiling, which in retrospect, in real life, you would have like a cover for the ladder space, but you don't in The Sims, but it doesn't rain through. But these are just thoughts I have. Anyway, this is the study space. I again love how this turns out. It's very functional, very calming in here, and I added an awesome yellow couch, which I just love. The colors made me happy, and again, everything I've been building in this space has been really doing a grand old time with this yellow, orange, red vibe. It's also why I've added a lot of brown components, because it's very complementary to that color scheme, and I love it. This is a great remodel. No big. And then, sorry, I went away from the mic. And then out here is going to be an outdoor washing area, which, because it's underneath one of the shipping containers, it's like extra storage, which I think is a very functional thing. And I love it. But the outdoor space, I went very minimalistic in design. In regards to landscaping, I didn't really do much because I thought how the Sims team had laid it out made a lot of sense. And I added this massive dumpster, so you could dumpster dive on your space, and it suited the whole entire build and color scheme, so no biggie. But I didn't do a lot of landscaping, so what I did instead was I added these terrain boxes, because that way our little gardener could have a space to grow her plants without having to mess up the concrete vibe of the space. But maybe once it like depollutes or something, she can take up the tiles and have all this greenery and have trees. But she lives in the middle of a parking lot, so we do have to consider that. And that's the whole entire build. Let us go and tour it. So I like, honestly, the color scheme design, I'm always very impressed with this world. I think it looks beautiful. This is our first shipping container. This is like the living room and kitchen. So again, I forgot to add a TV in here, so you can easily replace the clutter with a TV in this space. This is our bathroom. And then up we go to the second level. Now this is the one I'm a little bit hesitant about, but I think looks decent. If there had been a skinnier table to put in the middle, that would have been nice. And this is our vertical planting space for our gardener, and then her bedroom, which looks fantastic. Out here is a little chess set, as you can see. And then over here is our water collection, wind turbines, and a little cool child spot, which honestly would be very loud if you were near wind turbines, because they are quite loud machines. And then down we go into the study with our awesome yellow chair. I really like this space too. It's very calming, and it looks very like authoritative, like you get a lot of business done in there. And then this is our really cozy, welcoming bathroom. And that is the whole entire build. We have a little washing space outside, as you can see, with loads of yellow vibes. But in all, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this remodel. I hope you had a great time. If you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!